Hey guys, my name is Miska and welcome to Overwatch Central and welcome to some Moira gameplay. This should be around the world's first or around the very early gameplay that you will see on YouTube, and this is straight from BlizzCon, from the BlizzCon build that features Moira. You can play a sort of no limits mode, so there are going to be several Moiras on screen as you can see, and also this is featuring the Blizzard World map, which is a Blizzard themed theme park that exists in the Overwatch universe. We don't know where exactly, but yeah, that's the new map and the new hero playable at BlizzCon. This gameplay is from our friend Sasha at High Score Hero, so you can see on screen as well. This is from his stream. We have permission to use this gameplay, so thank you a lot, Sasha. Do check out his YouTube channel at youtube.com/highscorehero, so you can check the link in the description, and also his Twitch, which is live right now. It's a sort of German hosted, I guess you could say, BlizzCon stream that he's the first to stream. So yeah, if you're German, then do check out that stream for sure. But yeah, anyway, to get into Moira and get into how she works, there is a lot of info that you can see sort of throughout this gameplay. I've watched maybe 30 minutes of Moira gameplay in total already, so I thought I'd give you the sort of just summary of all of the abilities and how they really work, because our last video did go over them. However, there's some more cooldowns and other things about how exactly the abilities work that I will cover in this video. So, to begin with, the cooldowns. So here you can see the sort of blink type of ability being used, and this ability has a cooldown of, I believe, 6 seconds. It's called Fade, and yeah, it's sort of a quick travel. You are invulnerable during this as you sort of just completely fade out of existence for the other players, and you move really fast just forward. It's kind of like Reaper's ability, Reaper's Wraith form that is. But imagine that you just disappear entirely from the map and you move even faster than Reaper moves in Wraith form. I think you move maybe 300% faster than normal move speed. It's really fast, but yeah, 6 seconds on that. Now, the other one is the Orb ability. This one has a long cooldown. The Biotic Orb has a cooldown of 10 seconds. Now, you do press it and then you change whichever mode you want to actually use. So you either press left or right mouse button, depending on what orb you want. It's sort of a healing and damage thing. Discord and Harmony is similar, very similar actually to Zenyatta. And yeah, in this case, the orb goes on a 10-second cooldown, and then you can use it again after that cooldown, of course. And the main thing that I want to highlight here is that she does not have a cooldown on her heal or her damage ability, just her normal left and right click. At least on PC that's left and right click. Of course it's different on console, but these abilities use a resource system. It's mainly the heal, I guess you could say, that do use the resource system. And what you do is you can heal with your left mouse button and it ticks down this resource bar. Now you can fill that resource bar back up by dealing damage, or it just very slowly ticks up over time. But it actually chunks quite a lot when you do heal, so you actually have to deal damage to be able to heal as well. It's a very interesting system. We haven't quite seen anything like it before with any other hero. We've seen some similar things going on sort of with Zarya, you know, you have to take damage to deal damage, but in this case you have to deal damage to be able to heal your allies. Right. Let's go into how the abilities work in terms of ability interactions and that sort of stuff. So as you can see around this sort of bit as well, I noticed that the right click seems to work in a very similar way to Symmetra's damage beam, her normal like primary fire on her weapon. In this case you press the right mouse button and it's for the damage ability. And as you can see, it sort of latches onto the target. It's very similar to how Symmetra's beam works in that way. And it even sounds similar because it takes damage in the same type of way that you can hear in the background there. And also, yeah, it's just a fairly strong ability, I guess I could say, because it's actually pretty reliable damage. However, the enemy will already be up close. Now, let's move on to the ultimate, I guess we should probably talk about, as this is one that's... Well, there's just a lot of stuff going on with it. So the main thing is that it will heal and damage at the same time. So it'll heal your allies when you hit your allies with it, and it can go through your allies and then hit the enemy, and then it'll deal damage to the enemy. Now, the thing I picked up, my German's not great, I've studied for a bit, but I don't know German that well, but the thing I picked up is that I believe the person that sat next to Sasha, representing Blizzard here, said that the heal was actually stronger than Mercy's current heal, so her normal healing beam is just out-healed by this ultimate heal. Now, I don't know exactly how accurate that is, but that is what I picked up from the commentary, and I thought that was very interesting. But yeah, as you can see, the Moira damage beam there just sort of latches onto the target. I don't know if it's as, what do you want to call it, just free and easy to use as the Symmetra beam, because with that you can essentially lock onto your target and just look the other way and you'll still be hitting them. But it does seem like it is just a very strong ability, and you don't really need to aim with it much, which makes sense in the way that it is a sort of close-up ability. Now, you might be like, whoa, why should I ever play Zenyatta again? Moira looks amazing, sounds amazing, the abilities seem really strong, the ultimate seems fantastic. And I think the main argument I want to bring up here is that she does not really have reliable long-range damage. She has her orb that she can send out that bounces around, you know, the damage version of the orb that is. And that's about it. That's pretty much all she can do on long range. On close range she has her sort of normal right-click fire zap, but other than that she isn't very good in terms of dealing damage. Her ultimate obviously changes that a little bit. But yeah, Zenyatta still has that long-range damage, meaning that he can stick very, very far back. This is also why Zenyatta doesn't really have movement abilities, except with his ultimate, which, you know, allows for that sort of hybrid change of playstyle. But with Moira, you need to be a lot more active. You have your movement ability Fade, which is on a fairly low cooldown, to be honest. 6 seconds is not that high of a cooldown at all. And because of that, and because of your effective range, you need to be sort of just in the middle of the battle, and you'll notice sort of a little bit in the gameplay here. I know it's no limits and a lot of Moira, so it's gonna be hard to get an idea of what's actually going on and how Moira actually plays in game. But yeah, you're gonna see still kind of that Moira needs to be a little bit closer to everything that's going on compared to Zenyatta, who can be far away, discord someone, and headshot them for a lot of damage. But yeah, Moira is still looking like an extremely strong hero. I think her ultimate is a very interesting ultimate, and I really like this part of gameplay that Blizzard have brought out with similar first, I guess, in the first time it appeared was with Ana, when her biotic grenade was introduced. You had both sides of it, you had the healing and the damaging side of it. And you had a similar thing going on with Zenyatta, kind of, already. And now you have a very similar thing going on with Moira, with the whole healing and damaging all in one. I think it's a sort of gameplay concept that Blizzard should definitely explore a lot. I think it's nice to see that they have put more effort and thought into it. And just overall, I'm just really excited to just get my hands on and play this hero myself. Like I said, should be on the PTR next week on the Tuesday. But yeah, anyway, that's pretty much it for the abilities there. Other than that, you can see the resource system in action throughout this video. I think that's something that you want to pay attention to a lot, because that is going to be a balancing act. As you can see, the healing resource there drains out very quickly. But yeah, you can see that it doesn't actually seem, so you see he gets some hit markers there, and it doesn't actually seem like if you do damage with the orb, it doesn't seem like that actually refills your resource system. It seems like the only time that actually happens is when you use your right click to drain energy, sort of, I guess you could say, directly from an enemy. That's the only time where you seem to actually be getting any resources back, other than the very, very slow passive sort of regeneration of that resource over time. Now, this is something that's not actually explained at all, even on the Play Overwatch website, where, you know, it kind of feels like they should have this sort of stuff and should have a little bit more stats and just cooldown info and so on. But yeah, like I said, in this case, there's just not really any info about it. I think the hero is looking really amazing though, and I think this resource system is a very good way to balance a hero like this. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of tweaking of this here, because there are a lot of parameters and just a lot of values and things that can be tweaked and changed. And I think the PTR is going to be just a very good place to try this hero out. And I think it's well needed for Blizzard, because this seems like a hero that can be very hard to grasp as to how powerful she can really be. Now, I really hope that she does feel very powerful from the start, and that they can then just maybe nerf her to get her to where she is, rather than the other way around. It would really suck to have the hero be released and just not feel very good to play. Sort of what happened with Sombra, at least I feel, last year when Sombra was released and put onto the PTR. But yeah, maybe Moira will be a different story, hopefully so. Yeah, I don't really know what to say other than that in terms of the abilities. You guys have seen pretty much everything. I do want to mention Blizzard World, as you know, the map in the background. I haven't talked about it at all. There's some fun little Easter eggs. Hopefully we can have a video going over some, if not all of those Easter eggs tomorrow. I'm gonna have to see exactly what we're gonna be doing with that, but I already know quite a lot actually of the Easter eggs on the map. And yeah, just a lot of, you know, nice references and hints and stuff. Some stuff that's obvious and some stuff that's just not as obvious. But yeah, it's a really cool map. As you can see, you sort of have the different parts of the theme park be themed around the different games. And you have all these little sort of references in between to other Blizzard stuff, Blizzard quotes, mottos, other games they've made in the past that aren't really on the Blizzard client. But yeah, just a lot of good stuff like that. If you're a Blizzard fan, if you are a World of Warcraft player, a Hearthstone player, a StarCraft player, you're gonna spot a lot of nice little references here and there. But I do want to make some sort of video highlighting more of those, because I feel like there's a lot of effort put into this map that can easily just be ignored when you just run through it. As you know, Overwatch games aren't very long, and you tend to be very focused on the gameplay. But yeah, anyway, great. Moira, that's, yeah, pretty much everything, I guess, about Moira, about the map, and just about everything that's going on at BlizzCon. There will be an Overwatch panel that is, at the recording of this video at least, I have not watched because it's not gone live yet. But I will keep an eye on that, and I will keep you guys updated. And I'll let you know if I have any more sort of exclusive gameplay that I can share with you guys as well. But I think that is pretty much going to be it. There's a little bit of gameplay here at the end. I think I'm just going to leave that with you. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I do want to say as well, regarding BlizzCon content, it's obviously something that's kind of tricky for Ryan and I to cover, as, you know, we don't really have unlimited recording access at the event. However, we try our hardest, and hopefully we're going to have BlizzCon content going out over the entire weekend. So we definitely have a lot of stuff today, hopefully one more video today, definitely another video tomorrow, and then hopefully a Sunday video, but I'm not quite sure yet. Then on Tuesday, we of course will be going over everything as it hits the PTR, and hopefully be there really early on, as we tend to be pretty fast with getting onto those updates. But yeah, that's pretty much it for all plans. Thank you very much for watching this video. Do like it if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more Overwatch content to not miss any more potential Moira gameplay. Alright, that's it for this video though. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, take care, and we'll see you then.